Hello, everybody. Welcome to a special Sunday afternoon session where I'm coming back on to complete some donations left over from this morning's session and all of the free readings, too. So there's no chat in this session because I'm not taking any new requests. This is just to finish out this morning's sessions, and I'll be back on Friday. 11 a.m. Mountain Time for free readings. Also, if you're looking for answers in between now and then, and you'd like a private reading, I do offer all that. All that information is listed in the description box down below. All the services I offer. And if you're not able to purchase a reading, I have tons of pick-a cards and other free content on my main page that you can get answers from as well. So that is that. And then after I'm done here, I will post a comment on this video listing the order in which all the readings were completed so you can find your readings more easily. And if you're enjoying these, make sure to hit a thumbs up on the video here because it tells me that you're enjoying it. Also tells YouTube that we are, and it helps spread the Zen love. You get to be part of the love tsunami. So thank you guys for doing that. All right, so let's make sure here. All right, we are live, it says, so we are good. So I have 3 donations that I was not able to get to, so big thank you for your patience, for everyone's patience in getting to your readings. This is my joy and passion, so I love coming back on to give back to my community because all the donations, all the purchasing of my services and my YouTube monthly channel memberships. Yeah, that's how you say that. All of that helps me continue to do what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'd be exhausted working a job like everyone else, right? And I wouldn't be doing a whole lot of anything. So thank you guys so much for all your support. All right, so we left off Nelia Medeiros. You were up next, and I did see a free reading request like in the chat, so I will do that one as well. So your name will be listed under donations here at the beginning and then amongst all the free readings too, so be sure to check that out too. All right, so let's jump in here. I'm going to use the Sun and Moon Tarot for the donations, and then we'll jump into the Light Seers Tarot for the free readings. All right, so you want to know do we see Ali coming back into your life as a friend or a love interest? All right, let's take a look here. First of all, coming back into your life in any form. We'll take a look here. Okay, I want that one there. All right. And then what else do they want you to know about this here? All right. So just right off the bat, on the bottom of the deck, you have the Two of Swords, which means that's undecided yet. There's a possibility for it in the future, but there's a lot coming in here. So don't get too excited yet. Just cutting you off at the pass. Don't go, oh yeah, because you have the Temperance card too, which means it would take a lot of time for that to be possible. Because those are on the bottom of the deck. The first card that came out is the Five of Swords, which, do we see them coming back? The Five of Swords. Let me see if I can get it to focus in. You see how they're trapped between those swords? And, here's the Two of Swords here, too, that we had in the beginning, which represents that it would take a lot of work because there's a lot of conflict with the, mental communication and differences of supposed tos and shoulds and thoughts and beliefs around things, that it would take releasing of a lot of these fear-based belief systems for you guys to be able to not, battle and end up separating again. And you got 5 cards, which is interesting with the Five of Swords. I feel like they're going to tell you a little bit about the path that would have to happen. And so we're going to do this. And they have like a card, a card, a card, a card, a card. So it's like they're connected, almost like dominoes in a way. But so we'll take a look here. The first thing, yeah, King of Swords. I feel like they, have this tendency to be in their mind, or one of you does, but I feel like it's more them, where they get so much in their head, they think and overthink things where they don't allow emotion to come forward. So they're really logical, or one of you is. I feel like it's them, but if it resonates, however, but one of you is really overthinking, really up in your head, where it's difficult for you to express emotion, but it's all up there. And that's one of the things that would have to be balanced out. Otherwise, it's like, well, I don't want to live without emotion. So I need that. I want that. Otherwise, it's not a good conduciveness here. Yeah. And we have the Hierophant. This energy is all about understanding what you both really, really want individually. The Hierophant is this invitation of your higher self to see things from the capital T truths, from the higher realm, and to really understand getting out of our head of the supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts. And what do I truly want? What do I want? Not what have I been told I'm supposed to want. So it would take a lot of clarity to come in with that too. Um, yeah, so I feel like that's important there. And the 10 of Wands. We got the 10 of Wands, which is a lot of energy being invested. It's like it's almost like a burden. And these do build upon one another, because the more you learn about what you truly want, instead of this long list of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos, there's this energy of like, I've got to invest all this and do so much. And it's not that you guys ask it of each other. Both of you have this from childhood, of this long list of things that a relationship is supposed to be, or a friendship is supposed to be. And when there's that much energy that needs to be invested, we get exhausted. And when we're exhausted, we battle, right? And especially when we have opposing um belief systems around things. No, this is the way it's supposed to be. No, this is the way it's supposed to be. That's where a lot of the battles happen there. Then you have the King of Wands. So, yeah, we have here the bridled passion that comes in here. So, there is this. It's interesting because the King of Swords and the King of Wands coming out at the same time. It's an interesting combination that's coming through. It's like there's so much in their head that they, there are times where they're passionate, but without emotion, that's where it comes in, right? Someone who's very logical that wants to share passion, but someone who's emotional that needs emotion to share passion, therein lies the problem, right? If I'm not getting the emotion, I'm not opening up to intimacy. And they're like, they don't understand. They're like, don't you know that I need this to be vulnerable and open? And they're like, no, it's not logical. It's like a Vulcan trying to, you know, have a relationship. So I see that, and that's what has to, be understood here. And then also we have the Judgment card here, which is the higher self calling to this higher place. And I feel like part of how this friendship or relationship, how it would have to work, is that each of you have this desire that, of expressing your passion in the world, like living your life purpose, doing something like your dream. That has to be a part of it, of your life, that you guys have something else that's bigger driving you in your life, so that you're not expecting each other to be this end all be all thing. It's like that's has to come from inside of you and what you're wanting in life, not expecting each other to complete something that each other can't complete, if that makes sense. So you see how it's a lot of work. And you're like, yeah, I don't know if I could see you going, I will put in all the work, I'll do all this stuff. You're willing, but I don't feel like it's like they are. I don't feel like it's not you, that they don't feel is worth it. I just feel like they don't understand why I'll do that. It's not logical to them. And it's because their heart is like in a soundproof room in a straitjacket where it doesn't allow it to be expressed. And so they're like, I don't understand. And their heart's going, "Mrr, mrr, I can tell you. But they're like, I don't hear anything." so so that's what's coming in, Elia. It sounds like Spirit's just like, it's good just to move on, move forward. Don't, look to that. It's a lot of work for, I don't feel like it would be when you do a cost benefit analysis. You're like, meh, I think there's a more compatible situations down the road for you. All right. So that's what's coming in, Nelia. So thank you again for your donation and many blessings to you. All right. And then number two donation is Patty. So, Patty, thank you for your donation. And you want to know what's in store for you in the week ahead? Are your bosses happy with you? All right, let's take a look here. So, what do they want you to know about the week ahead? Right, we got that one, and this one. I do want that one. And then, are your bosses happy with you? All right. I feel like, do you have two bosses? You got two sets of cards. We'll see what comes in here. All right. So, what does the week have in store for you here? All right. Wow. Yeah, you definitely it's a very positive week ahead here. The bottom of the deck, you have the Ace of Cups, which is all about self love and feeling like you're full and overflowing. I like that because you have the Four of Cups. So here's more emotional energy, but Four of Cups is emotional stability that comes in next week. You just feel consistently. Yeah, the Queen of Cups, which is in tune with your own emotions, feeling your own emotions. She's the master of emotions. So I feel like you just feel really in control of your emotions because you also have the Nine of Cups, which is like emotional dreams come true. You're definitely have this happiness and this fullness that comes in. In addition to all of that, you have the Six of Pentacles, which is success at the top of the card here. There it says. So there is this, abundance and this fullness that's coming in here with all this energy. So it feels like a very flowing, exciting, emotionally fulfilling type of week. So I like it with that energy. And let's see here. I mean, I can't imagine that your bosses aren't happy with you. You're very happy. So we'll take a look here. So I got two sets. I feel like there's two individuals. One individual here with the Knight of Wands, someone very fiery, probably a younger out of the two, and probably your direct boss. They like that. Seven of Wands is like you being in the limelight, standing out, being set apart in a way. So I feel like this is shining bright, and they're very happy about that because it is someone. It's whichever one of the two is just like energetic, kind of fiery, fun personality. That's them there. And then the other one, whoever this other supervisor manager is, they have here the high priestess. They see you as someone who's really in tune and really emotionally aware. That's what the high priestess is, which, of course, with all this emotion, I can understand why. And the universe, another victory card. It's ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. So I do like all of this here. I just feel like there might be some opportunity that they're looking at offering you with all that combination here. You being put out into the limelight, the um, universe card is the world card, which is a chance at a new beginning, an ending of old cycles, beginning of new adventures. It's like there's this renewed energy that comes in there. So it feels very positive on both of those individuals, and overall for the week, it just feels like a very positive, emotional week with people that are happy, and it makes sense because the more that we're happy on the inside, the more we um, the energy that we invite into our life is like attracts like. So if we have a lot of love and acceptance for ourselves, Ace of Cups is self-love that you got, then a lot of people love us. If we have, because it's the mirror that we are seeing in, right? So if I feel low about myself, then that's going to be reflected from others too. So else is coming in for you, Patty. It looks like a great week though. So I like it. And again, thank you so much for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. And then Infinity. You are up. Thank you so much for your donation and the salt pepper shaker. You want to know what's the energy between you and your friend CH? Is there anything that you can do to support her better? All right, let's take a look here. All right, so what's the energy between the two of you? All right, and then anything that you can do to support her. Okay. All right. So I got two sets of cards for your first question. I feel like one is your energy, one is their energy. This one is your energy towards them. And yeah, I see here the Six of Wands. This is mutual, energetic, balance, and the Two of Pentacles balanced. So I feel like there's a lot of, like, from your point of view, I feel like you feel like it's, um, a nice flow. I feel like you're okay with it all. It feels, there's a victory feeling, and I feel like you want to help them here with this. You want them to feel like they are doing well with this victory, but it's a very balanced give and take kind of energy that's coming in here. Let's see, and from their point of view, yeah, well, their point of view, they do feel alone. So the energy with the Ten of Pentacles, it's like there's this um separation. I just feel like it's like this, where whatever this was in their outside world, I feel like there's a split for them, and they're really this energy of, I want to be by myself. I feel like they're really withdrawing in, and it has nothing to do with you. It just has to do with their feelings of the outside world, feeling like it's let them down, and they just need to feel safe and to themselves a bit with that. So, that energy, even on the bottom of the deck, we had the Nine of Wands, which is the nine is the Hermit's energy, and the Wands is like they feel like they're blocked in the outside world. And so I just feel like they're have walls up. And it's not just against you, but it's important to know the energy between you, this block or this disconnect that you might feel isn't you, it's them. Like alarms going off and all these walls are up, keeping everything out, including you. With that, what you can do here, let's take a look here. Yeah, you can help transform here. You've got the King of Cups, which balancing of the head and the heart, um, which is, I feel like for you, it's to keep yourself balanced. You can do that, and then you can send energy to them. You have the Queen of Wands, which would be you sending your powerful energy to them. You can't help them in the physical world. I feel like you can, but you can support them in the spiritual world because they're not allowing anyone in. So it's up to you to send love from the inside. Like if you feel like, your heart aches because you want to help them, but you feel like you can't do anything, that's your energy wanting to flow and going to them, but there's nothing you can do. So the energy, it's like a garden hose with the spigot is on from the like the wall, so water's flowing into the hose, but the little sprayer on the end is not on, so the pressure is building up. But that's what happens in our heart. We feel this ache. Well, you can send love to them, and that helps transform their energy. You're giving them that extra, surrounding them with love. And when you send energy, it's not to control, it's not to change whatever's happening. It's just to support. It's like the human is going through everything, but their higher self behind them is going, just send me the energy, I'll use it how I want to use it. And so you send it to their higher self, and their higher self will use that energy in this physical world to have them move along their path of their journey and what they're looking for, if that makes sense. So that's what you can do to support her is, sending that love energy. They're choosing on this journey on purpose for a purpose. So don't feel responsible for making their life happy and smooth and everything. That's their job, but you can support through love, and that's all you can do right now. All right. So that's what they have for you, Infinity. Thank you again for your donation. I greatly appreciate that. All right. So that is the donation. So then we'll get into the free readings coming in here. And for that, I am using the Light Seers Tarot. I actually have two decks. One deck had a bent card, so it's actually 1.99999 decks. And I combined them together, shuffled them, broke them apart, shuffled them more. I got them all prepared. And there's two stacks, and you're going to get one card from each for all the free readings. And so you'll get two cards. All right. I'm just going to take a sip here of my coffee first, and we'll get into it. It's nice and hot. Okay. So, Grace 1111, you are up first. So, you want to know the May month for you. And of course, be sure to check out my monthly readings that I put out for each individual zodiac sign. Those are available right now as well to get some extra messages. All right. Well, looks like May here. There we go. Is going to be a pretty victorious month. Six of Wands is a victory card. The Chariot card is a victory card. Six of Wands is a flowy energy type of card where you're seen and set apart in a way. And the Chariot card is so much of this power of choice that you get to implement, and realizing that whatever unfolds and comes down in your life, that you are able to choose what it means, the story you apply to it, the emotions you want to feel, the energy you put forward, the physical actions you put forward too. So it's a month of realizing you're not at the whim of, whatever events are happening or what people are saying or thinking or whatever. You're like, I get to choose the story. I get to choose the emotion. I get to choose what energy I'm putting out, and like attracts like. So I choose what energy, lower a higher vibration, and I'm drawing those experiences in, and I'm putting out my physical energy in the world in what the way I want to do it. Feel like it's a month of no, the power of no. You're like, what? It's you being able to say no, not people saying no to you, but it's the power of no where you're, you know, um, feeling more and more confident to go, no, thank you. I'm not interested in doing that. Or, well, rather than do that, can we do something like this instead? Or, and is there another option? Because you're like, before you might just go along to go to not create waves, but I feel like this is a month of you standing up for yourself, and there's a lot of victory and kind of victorious feelings that come with this. So I like this awareness and this power that comes in. But be sure to check out your May reading as well. For your, you can use your sun sign, your moon sign if you want to know about emotions, Venus sign, if it's, around love you're looking for, all sorts of different, depending on what you're looking for, look for the sign of that planet, what it rules over your life, and you can get some extra information too. So that's what's coming in for you, Grace. So many blessings to you. And then Smooth Life, you wanted a general reading. So yeah, you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Page of Wands coming in. Three of Pentacles is about being true to your authentic self, and I like this because the Page of Wands is about a heightened passion, a heightened energy that comes in, and I feel like it's sparked because you're discovering what it is that you want to do, with this Three of Pentacles. Not doing what you feel like everyone else is telling that you're supposed to do, should do, need to do. It's like, what do you wanna do? How do you want to express yourself to the world? And because you're finding that passion, you're like, "Yes, I'm so ready, to step forward and do this." And so I feel like you're getting this kind of second wind in life, um, because you're excited about a new opportunity that's allowing you to express yourself as you. So I like that energy that's coming in here. So many blessings to you. I'm sorry, my nose is running. Your nose is running, you better catch it, right? So I like that for you. I just feel like it's time to choose for you, time to, not be swayed in either direction from anyone else, and that you can move forward and do something you love. And that just brings you a lot of excitement and joy in life. So I like this. I like it for you. Be true to you is the big message that's coming through for you. Right? Smooth life. That's what they have for you. And then angel blessings. You wanted an angel message. So let's see what they have here for you. All right. Yeah, you do have the 2 of Cups, so important relationship in your life here that, I don't feel like it's in your life now because the 6 of Swords is about that you've been leaving behind thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore, and you're dropping those and you're moving in a direction with seeing things differently, and this 6 of Swords is all about, change of mindset, movement of direction in your life, and whatever this, change of mindsets that are happening, it does create action in the outside world, including, you could be moving across water somehow, some way, moving like moving where you live, going on vacation, traveling, whatever it may be. And it's during this process where this 2 of Cups, um, is where you get the ignition of this relationship, maybe even the introduction of the relationship. So, I like this for you, but it does, happen around this significant change that's going on, either and if it's like love or something like that, it's not I don't feel like you meet them like on your vacation because I feel like you meet them before, more so after whatever this changes that happens. I feel like that comes after all that. So I do feel like the angels just want to let you know as the more you are moving from your mindset to a different mindset and these changes are happening, that's where you meet this individual afterwards. And so it's kind of like the precursor. Not that one creates the other, but that one is an indicator, like, after that is when it happens. It's almost like there's someone saying, "You're not gonna stop at that Burger King or that fast food restaurant, but right after it is where you have it." So when you see it, you're like, "Oh, there's Burger King. I know I'm going to, they're right after that." And it's kinda more of a, indication of timing for you, if that makes sense. Alright? So that's what they have for you right now, angel blessings. So many blessings to you. And then soul searching vibe, you want to know who is coming towards you. Let's take a look here. Yeah, well, you definitely have, the 10 of Cups does represent relationship and a feeling of joy and overflowing love. And the 3 of Swords is heartbreak and disappointment. And I just feel like, here, the difference between night and day with these, right? And I feel like you have, um, 2 individuals that are coming into your life here. One, I feel like is an ex, is someone that, things didn't work out with, and I feel like they're coming back in. But then you have this other 10 of Cups option, which is someone who does feel almost like a dream come true. It's just so emotionally fulfilling and full that it's a no-brainer, and I feel like I know I feel like the ex tries to come back first, and you're just like, "Well, I don't know," but there's this fear of, "Well, what if I never find love again?" But it's like you don't wanna go back down that road, and if you wait long enough, it's not like a huge time afterwards either. This 10 of Cups individual comes in and you're just like, "Whoa," and because you experienced that lower vibrational experience with this ex, and especially with them having just recently shown back up, and you're like, when the other person, you're like, "Wow," it just had you not met them, your ex, then you wouldn't have thinking like, "Wow, you're so much more even more wonderful than I would have thought." Because sometimes when we if we'd have meet someone before we had other experiences, we don't appreciate things about them because we just expected them. But then when we experience X's and different things and they kind of didn't do those things, we don't expect them. We don't think they're just normal. And then when the other person does it, who thinks it's just normal, you're just like, wow, I love him even more. So that's what's coming in for you there, soul searching vibe. Um, so just be aware. Right. Many blessings to you. And then Pinky, anything that you need to know. All right. There is this slowness regarding love and relationships, and that can be both love, it could be friends, family, it could be everyone. But the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight out of them all. So there's been this space and giving you this time to really look at the relationships. When you look at the Eight of Cups, they're usually walking away from eight cups, which is them letting go, giving you the time to look at your relationships and where you're investing your emotional energy in friendships, you know, relationships of all kinds. And these are the ones that you like give like so much into and you get so little back. And they serve their purposes for what they were to bring in your life, but it's time for you to regain this. That's why things are slowing down. It's giving you time to gather back all these emotions, to transform these emotional charged feelings below the surface that you're bringing up and transforming. You're getting back all of this emotional energy because of this process, because of this slowness that's happening. And it's preparing you, though, whenever we're gathering all of this emotional energy back, it's not just so we have it on hand just for a rainy day, it's for a purpose. And it's because you're going to have an important relationship come into your life where all that energy is going to be able to invest it in that individual, whether it's a baby if you're already in a relationship, or a special someone to come into your life. And if none of that resonates, because this is of course so many different areas that this can impact you, could also be a best friend that's coming in for you too. But it's an individual that just is going to mean a lot in your life, and this emotional energy is going to allow you to interact with them at a deeper level. So that's what's coming in for you right now, Pinky. So many blessings to you. All right. And then Minahil, you want to know, will you get married in 2025? Yeah, there is possibilities here. You've got the King of Swords, and you also have the Eight of Pentacles, which is putting in the blood, the sweat, the tears, things moving forward here. There's just some things with the King of Swords. It's evaluating and looking at your beliefs around marriage, the supposed to be's and should be's and need to be's and have to be's and must me's, the blah, 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 the belief systems that are rooted in fear. This helps you cut them away. And the Eight of Pentacles shows that if you do that and you realize all these expectations and all this pressure that's um, you know you have within you around all marriage and what it has to be, there's freedom that comes, and it's a more beautiful experience all around for you, and there's a reward that comes in with all that too. So I like that. Something about schooling. Eight of Pentacles is like a studying kind of energy, and the King of Swords rolls over higher education and higher wisdom too. So if that means anything to you, I don't know if you're going to meet someone if you're in school, or someone who is in higher education, something along those lines. It just feels like there's this importance of higher education, whatever that might be for you. I feel like that's a message that you'll understand, but so I'm going to leave it at that. All right. So that's what they have for you, Minnie Hill. There is like I said, if you do the work, then yeah, I do see that there's possibilities of being married in 2025. All right. So many blessings to you. And then Goldie, you want messages from your future spouse. All right. Wow. So they're letting you know here that do not be afraid. It's funny. Don't be afraid when you guys first meet. There's a lot of positive, passionate attraction between the two of you with this Knight of Wands and the Empress. Empress is, like, oh, you know, there's a lot of emotion there, but there's also this sensuality, and attraction, and it's a lot of feminine freedom, and but there's this birthing, this nurturing, very intimate energy that happens between the two of you, and that's what they're saying. Don't be afraid. I feel like it's pretty uh passionately intense between the two of you when you guys first meet, and I feel like you guys kind of are you fight against giving into these urges that you guys have for each other right off the bat. But once you guys connect, it's like, don't be afraid. If you see fireworks, it just feels so um, passionate. I just can't, I can't, see beyond that. And I love that. And of course, with Mother Nature, Mother Nurture, of course, I do feel like there are children involved in your marriage too. So I like that type of energy that comes in here. Just very feminine, very passionate, very luring energy too. So you're like, you're telling me not to be afraid. Well, you better not be afraid either. They're like, whoa. So I like that. Too funny. So that's what they have for you, Goldie. Many blessings to you. My. All right. And then Lynx Lee, you're up. What's coming towards you? Let's take a look here. Well, you do have some um, transformation happening. You have the World card, last card in the Major Arcana, ending of an old cycle, beginning of new adventure. And you have the Four of Pentacles, which has to do with your outside world and the stability of your outside world. But with these combination of these cards, it feels more along the lines of relating to home and what you call home, and even the building itself, like you moving, you're leaving an old place behind and moving. You're in this nudge of looking at somewhere else. Sorry, I'm slipping off the pillow here. There's this yeah, change is afoot, and I just feel like there's some stuff that's unfolding that if it's not happening already, I'd be surprised, but because it's going to be very, very soon here that you're going to be changing locations of where you reside and where you live, either for work or school, or something is having you move to a different location, with all of this coming in. But it's positive. It's not like, oh, I got fired. I got to go live with my parents in the basement, in the, by the furnace or anything like that. It's a very positive move that's happening with it all, because the world card is a victory card too. So, all right. So that's what's coming in for you, Linksley. I like it. So here we go. All right. And then Anusri, you are up next. And you want to know future self messages for your love life. All right. Right now, your future self is saying it's important for you to take time with Mother Nature, Mother Nurture to nurture yourself and really care for yourself. Because the Seven of Swords is the energy of, being aware of the thoughts and beliefs and mindsets of ourself that cheat us out of things, that hold us back. And, it's like a thievery card, but it's being aware and allowing the things that need to come forward, the triggers that need to come forward. It's important for you to take this time to yourself to be able to really evaluate them, get to the root of them, transform them so that they don't, come into your love life in the future. These will be things that'll steal, you have a great ability to love so much, but these belief systems shrink that. And so it's important for you right now to nurture that and to transform those things, question those thoughts and beliefs around love that don't serve you anymore, and the emotions that you can transform through that too. So that's what they have right now here in your future self. Just wants you to know that, because they know it's for your highest to look at those things right now. Right. So many blessings in Usri. And then Cutie, you are up. Who is in love with you? All right. Well, you definitely have a fire signy type of energy. You got the sun, which is Leo energy, the Emperor, who is Aries energy. So it is someone who's very bright, very fiery, very much, the combination of these two has this, authority type of energy, this someone who really takes command and um I don't say needs to be seen, but is seen. And they stand out because this fire signs just have a natural energetic thing that just draws them, out in front of everyone. Even if they don't want it, they're suddenly there. They get chosen to, hey, come up to the stage or, whatever. They're like, oh my God, I just wanted to have a quiet night. Now I'm on stage with the magician or whatever. And it's like, uh, I like this, energy because it is someone who once they decide that they want to interact with you, they will be there. But they're kind of biding their time here because they're trying to figure out with that Emperor card what they're wanting to do. Are they wanting to begin anything? Um, they're really trying to understand what they're wanting, what's unfolding, checking their passions, checking their drive for things in their life too. But I definitely feel like it's fire signy type of energy with both of these cards coming in together. Right. So that's what they have for you right now, cutie. So many blessings to you. And then Shiv Shakti, you wanted a spirit message. Let's see what spirit has for you here. All right. Yeah. They're definitely giving you a lot of messages and a lot of signs. Queen of Cups is someone who's very empathic, so you're picking up a lot of emotional energy, and yeah, that is them bringing it in. And the Eight of Wands represents a lot of spiritual, energetic energy that's coming in, and that means they're giving you a lot of messages all over the place, like in the physical world, whether it's license plates or bumper stickers or things you're seeing out there. You're also getting just things dropped into your brain out of nowhere and these emotional messages and these energetic messages. So it is a time where spirit is really speaking to you highly. So if you're wondering, I wonder if that was spirit. I wonder if that was spirit. Yes, 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 because they are giving you messages all over the place. And so it's important for you to take some deep breaths. I feel like you rush, 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 rush. And it's like, no, it's like you can still yourself and quiet your mind, quiet all the activity, and then you can hear their messages even more clearly than you do right now. And it's an important time for that. Right. So that's what they have for you. So thank you, Shiv Shakti. Enjoy. Many blessings to you. And then Anju 777, you are up. How will your divine counterpart be? All right. Well, here's the sun card again and the 10 of swords. So definitely bright, shiny energy. They've got this childlike energy where they just see the world in different colors. And the 10 of swords is that they've really let a lot of these roles just fall away, all these supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts and all this stuff. It's just like, oh my gosh, have they're really open-minded and this is where this playfulness comes in. They don't sweat the small stuff anymore because they really realized all that worrying they did was for naught. And so now there's this very abundant, playful energy that comes in with this here. I wouldn't doubt if they're not a fire sign. I just feel like this Leo energy that's here, which is, the child. That usually they have a little baby on the sun card, which is the child self. So I just feel like it's this looking at the world and with a world of possibilities instead of like an old fogey who is tired of life. They're like, no, they're excited looking at the possibilities because they've really stripped away a lot of expectations and supposed to's. They can look at life with fresh eyes. So that's what they have for you right now, Anjou. So many blessings to you. And then, Highness, you are up. So, general work reading for this upcoming week. All right. Yeah. So, the 10 of Pentacles does represent an abundant week that's full of so much, including your work life here. The Three of Swords is this once you're able to get past, like, excuse me, I know I'm yawning. Probably because I'm talking so much and not breathing. Breathe, Breathe. And that's okay. That's the message. Thank you. Because I was going to say that if we can get past these fears, these disappointments, and we take a big deep breath and just let them all go, abundance comes in. And it's like there's this, um, I'm going to take a flight and you're about to board. And they're like, oh, I'm so sorry. We oversold our seats in coach. And so we had to give your seat away. And you're like, oh no, but because you're like, you know what, that's okay. I get it. I can catch another flight. And they're like, you know what? Thank you for your positive attitude. And I love how you responded to all this. I'm going to bump you up into first class. We have an extra seat up there. What? Yeah. And here's some coupons for free something or other. And you're just like, "What? Really?" And then this is the kind of abundance that comes. You taking a disappointment in a positive way, knowing that it's always happening for you, and being flexible and going with the flow gets you a great reward that comes in, as well. So I feel like this is important for you to just really approach any disappointments next week with a really positive attitude, really, really believing anything that happens is for me. So it's like, you know, I really wanted to work on that project. Oh, they denied you working on the project. They had enough people. And you're like, oh wow, all right, well, that's all right. Well, maybe another time. And if there's any other projects that you think it would be helpful, they're like, you know what? Actually, I just got one. Let me look at the parameters. And they're like, you know what? You can. And I would love it's this thing to oh my God. And you're like, you like love that one even more than the thing that you were going to be on. That's the kind of energy I feel coming in for you, Highness. So that's what they have. So many blessings to you. And then Starfall. Hello, you're up. So you want to know Leo's feelings for you. He's reserved and avoids you. If his feelings are bad about me, you drop him. All right, let's take a look here. Um, you know, they're very much in their mind, even though they're a Leo, which the Five of Wands explains their energy here, but they're a lot in their head. And, there is a chance of this, you know, fiery Leo energy transforming into something more loving. But yeah, he is reserved. I'm sorry. Let me take a sip of coffee here. Maybe I'll wake up. I don't know what we had clouds coming in and out. So I apologize. I'm yawning. And hopefully I'm not making all you guys yawn. Take some deep breaths. All right. Because this reservedness comes in with this air. It's double air because the King of Swords rules with the Queen of Swords over the air and the mind, right? But all the kings are given a second portion, so they are very up in their heads. And I don't feel like they have a tons of feelings because they are, it's they don't have a ton of feelings for themselves, so they have a lot of thinking, a lot of thought. And the passion can turn around with it all. But yeah, when we're looking at here, you're going, you know what? I I just want to know, what are the possibilities with this individual? Is it worth it? If you're not wanting to invest a lot of energy and have a lot of patience around that, they're not able to give a lot of emotion for quite a while, I would drop them. I would just let it go, not pursue it, because I feel like they are a lot in their head and they don't have a whole lot of self love. They're very intelligent, very wise, in things, but their emotions are very reserved and kept contained, and they don't allow much of them out at this time in their life. Passion, it can turn around where they're offering, energetic and physical attraction, but emotion's going to be a long time coming. So with all of that Starfall, I probably just, and you're like, I agree, I'm in agreement. But and it doesn't have to do with you. It's totally has to do with where they're at in their life. So you're like, okay, you know, These days, we wanna find homes to move in right away, but we're finding a bunch of fixer-uppers. Just has to do with the energy that's out there in the world, and it's like, "Okay, well, I'm just gonna focus in on me." Raise your love vibration, focus on your passions and what you love, and I feel like you'll meet someone out there that, when you're doing things you love, not doing it to find love, that's when you find love, because you find someone that is passionate about something that you're doing, and that's a commonality you guys have, and a spark comes with that, right? So that's what they have for you, Starfall. So many blessings to you. Then divine goddess, with whom do you end up marrying? All right. So, you have someone who, with the 5 of cups, they've really overcome some deep disappointments when they were younger. And this Queen of Wands, they got this very fiery personality, this very glowing, go get 'em type of personality, which is night and day. I mean, literally, it's night and day because you've got the night and you got the day here, right? And there's this, um, because of what they experienced when they were younger, and this heartache and this lower vibrational emotions, they really put a lot of energy into going, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be this. I'm choosing differently. And they've realized when they focused on all the everything going wrong in their life, it just the wrong things, that they were seeing grew instead of going, I want to focus on what I do want. And they've really stepped into that, owning their energy, owning their power, what they're wanting to do. They get stuff done, but they definitely are someone who will light up a room when they walk in, and you'll notice them shining bright. So hopefully that gives you a little bit, but they're definitely, um, even though they brighten a room and they attract people to them, they're not someone who's just, sleeps around or takes advantage of those energies. They really are responsible with those energies, and they, don't allow it to tempt them into other things. I like this. They've known pain, they've known suffering, they've known betrayal being, against them growing up and witnessing it with like their mom and different things where they don't want to be this person. And so they are very a person of integrity, and I like that. Right? So that's who you end up marrying. We like that for you. All right. So many blessings to you, divine goddess. And then YOLO, you are up. You want to know May month for you. Be sure to check out my main page. I have May monthly readings for each individual zodiac sign that are out as well if you want to get additional messages there. But yeah, two major arcana for the month of May coming in here. One of them being the dreams come true card with the star card, and then also the hanged man, which is about looking at things from a different perspective. Um, Transformation, seeing things differently with your dream, a lot of clarity around what your dream is to be, what you want to accomplish, how you want to uniquely express the unconditional love in your heart with the world really comes in with all of this because, can almost, let me see if I can do it. I won't be able to, but it's almost like, that bright light is the bright light that's on their head, right? It's like you're getting this clarity and the spark that comes in that's allowing you, that space to allow and comprehend, understand, have clarity around your what this dream come true really is. Because you're going through this kind of cocoon transformation stage where you're letting go of the old ways of dreams that were given to you, and you're understanding as you connect higher what your true high heart dream is. And so there's a lot of clarity that comes in regarding this for you in the month of May. All right. So be sure to check out if you want more information, check out your May monthly readings. So many blessings to you, YOLO. And then Day Sturgis, you wanted a general reading. All right. Oh my gosh. Someone got these exact cards. So I love putting two decks together and having two separate things. It's like, oh my gosh. So, you do This is the world is an ending of old cycle, beginning of new adventures, and the Four of Pentacles is this energy of, home. And so I feel like you're changing home. I feel like you're going through this, either you're moving or you're altering things in your home, or but whatever, this ending of a cycle and beginning of a new adventure, I do feel like it's taking you somewhere new physically, either a different town, different part of town, a different country, something. It's changing homes, it's changing locations. That's coming in, and it's victorious. The world card is a victory card. So I do feel like it's a positive change that's being ignited here, for you. And I like it. So just keep your eyes open and be prepared. I feel like there's a great opportunity that comes up that allows this for you. So that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis. You're like, "Yay, I wanna get out of here, I wanna move," or you're like, "No." But just know it's perfect for you. Alright, so that's what they have for you, Day Sturgis, and then Crystal Day, you wanted to know whatever comes out. Alright. Wow. So some positive cards here. 2 major arcana with the, Hermit card, number 9, and then the Hierophant, number 5. Both of these are about enlightenment, seeing things from a higher perspective, where the Hierophant is your higher self drawing you to get some capital T truths of what you're truly wanting in life. Where do you want to be? Who do you want to be? How do you want to be? All of that. So it brings in that clarity. And the Hermit card is about you being still and getting in stillness. You're there with spirit. So both of these are about your higher self and spiritual team drawing you to see things and help having bring you some guidance in. And so if you're needing information on something, by all means ask them for support and clarity. They will bring it to you. And if you're not, you're just kind of, "Oh, I'm just kind of going with it." This is them saying here that they're drawing you to this place to see things from this higher perspective, to gain clarity around it so that you can take action in a different direction than you had been thinking that you were to go or should go or supposed to go. There's some positive energy with that. Right. So that's what they have for you, Crystal Day. So hopefully that helps. Many blessings to you. And then Kritika Malhotra, hello, hello. So, hi. So your previous presentation went well, as you said. Oh, thank you for validating. I love hearing the when spirits messages are right on the money. So thank you for that. Now it's time for your last ever presentation in this college. I know your tears, right? How will it go? It's going to happen this week. I like that. You're like, "Oh my gosh, is it this day? You thought this day would never come, right?" All right. Well, you've got the Lover's card and you've got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is, heightened communication, heightened awareness. It's a positive card. Look, brilliant ideas coming in. It's just really, it's the communication too. And you have the Lover's card here, which the Lover's card represents, important relationships, but power of emotional choice too. So I love this, that, as you're going into this, last one, that you get to choose how you feel about it going in, and then who cares what people think of it, right? I know it matters what the professor thinks of it, but this is about, a great feeling of power, of my emotions going into it are going to influence how it comes across. But this Page of Swords with a Lover's card, two very positive energies coming in, empowering energies too, that you're going to go in going, "I'm so excited to share this, and I'm just going to let it flow." And I like this here for you, because all of the regardless of whatever unfolds, you're the one that gets to choose how you feel about it, and no one gets to choose that for you. And you can't choose it for anyone else. You can just make it easier or harder, for other people to think a certain way about it, right? But I love it. So I feel like it's going to do well. And congratulations, you're reaching the end of another chapter of your life and ready to start a new one. Here we go. What are you going to do with all this extra time? All right. So that's what they have for you, Kritika. So many blessings to you. And then Jashan, you are up. Will your name be there in the merit list? Let's take a look here. Yeah, I feel like it will here. You've got two movement cards here, the Eight of Cups and the Knight of Cups, which is movement of emotion. The Eight of Cups is leaving behind emotions that don't serve you and allow you to, move into a different level of emotion. But I like the combo because it's eight is a flowy emotion, Knight of Cups is an active emotion. And so it's telling me that there's this brightness about it. It's a positive type of energy. So I do feel like this means you will get on the merit list. All right. So that's what they have for you, Jashan. So many blessings to you. And we'll continue down the list. I'm just going to take another sip here. All right. And then Jeep, where you're to your free question. Any new friends in the near future? No, no, I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding about the no. But there are people going to be leaving your life here, and there's going to be new communication. I don't feel like the near future because I feel like you are getting ready for a life changing, altering time where um, you're gonna have friends in the where you're headed, but not where you're at. No new friends where you're at, because the Tower card is a sudden movement, a sudden change. Things being moved out of your life to allow forward movement and to allow space for new things to come in, and you have the Ace of Swords, which is new thoughts and new beliefs and new, communication, new movement. So I do feel like there's going to be this alteration of your life, and I feel like you're going to end up going somewhere here soon. And I feel like you're subconsciously, you're not going to be in the city and the nation where you're at for very much longer, and you're going to be planning this move, planning this changes, and so you will find friends on the other side that you're going to not where you're currently at. So I feel like that's what's coming in there. That's exciting. Right, that's what they have for you, Jeep. So many blessings to you. All right, and then Amy, is that Bachman? Bachman, maybe? Sorry, I'm mispronouncing that. But you're curious if your husband and you will find property where you can settle soon. Let's take a look here. Wow. Well, you definitely have the power to do so. You got the Ace of Wands and the Magician. Both of these are fiery, energetic, manifestation type of energy. Um, So, what you can do to use that power in a positive way where you can find that and settle soon is rather than focusing energy on what is missing or what you're wanting or what you hate or what you fear, that energy just draws it in like I want a house, I want a house, I want a house. We're telling spirit and universe, I enjoy wanting a house, not getting one, but wanting. So we kept in this loop of not finding something, right? But if we instead write down a list of all the things you love about all the places you've lived, have gratitude. I loved this. I'm grateful for that. Put this list and we change our energy to gratitude and joy and laughter and celebration, and trust that you're going to bring the perfect house, and we're going to look and we're going to find it, and we're so grateful for it. I can see us moving in. I can feel what it was going to feel like to find this place, and here's all the great things I'm grateful for. And that change of energy with this Ace of Wands and Magician, instead you draw in things faster because higher vibration vibrates faster, brings in things faster at a higher vibration. Instead of lower vibration, it's slow, and when the things come in, disappointing, falling apart, all those lower vibrational things. So I like this for you. If you make some little minor adjustments with that, you'll see with that attitude of gratitude that it'll be drawn in for you. So I like it for you. That's what they have for you, Amy. So many blessings to you. And then Maud, hello, hello, good afternoon. You are very welcome for your reading yesterday. And you want to know what are Gemini's feelings and actions towards you. All right. Yeah, the feelings here a little bit of a way, they almost feel like you're a little out of their reach. With this 7 of Wands, there's like this bubble around you, the 9 of Wands, there's this, fence that's keeping them from you. But there's this Wands energy, so they definitely have this energetic attraction. They definitely have this physical and energetic attraction, but I feel like there's something holding them back. And, when we talk about barriers and these bubbles and stuff, it's usually that they have their inner child has this way out of balance, giving and receiving type of energy where they feel they have to get so much to deserve so little. And then without us consciously bringing that up from the subconscious to look at it, it's running on autopilot down there underneath in our subconscious. So I just feel like they have this passion, they have this attraction, but they also feel like there's this force field that keeps them away from you right now. And it has nothing to do with you. This has to do with them. Although you can look at your own, if you take a look at my main page at the very top, there's a playlist called Take 10 with Zen. Episode 5 talks about the 6 of Pentacles, which is this out of balance giving and receiving. Because if your inner child has that and that's below, not only do you have a force, I mean, not only do they have a force filled up, you might too, which is not allowing you guys to come together, even though you may want to, right? So if you look into that, that can help clear some clogs and allow this out of balance giving and receiving to balance out. It allows things to come in for you too. So I like that for you, Mon, and that's what they have for you right now. So many blessings to you. Right, we'll continue moving down the list here. Let me just move some of these over here. All right. And then we have Mars. Mars is up, and you wanted a general reading. So wow, you definitely have a new beginning coming in here following a significant ending. You have the Death card, you know, endings and beginnings. You have the full card, the first card of the major arcana. So you definitely have this, whatever this is, huge, significant ending where um, it clears things out. I just feel like, the full card has this energy of being free of expectations, free of intentions, and allowing things just to flow and allowing this adventure. It's like anything's possible, anything's wide open. And I feel like whatever this ending is that happens, it's kind of like a relief because it was like so high maintenance to have to do this. And the example they're given is like if there's this house you're interested in and you put down like a deposit and because you're putting down a contract and you're like it's a lot of stress because it's a lot more home than you want and you did it out of fear and now your money's being tied up because they're reviewing the offer and they hold the check while it's happening and then suddenly they're like no, we want this instead, and you're like it's okay, you get your money back and you're like, "Shoo, I got out of that." That's something I thought I wanted, and I invest a lot of energy and time and money in, but I get it all back, and now I'm gonna invest it and go the direction I wanna go. And so I like that. This is the kind of energy, this freeing up, and it's free. It's like it's wide open for what you're wanting to head and do next. So hopefully that resonates for you. But that's what they have for you, Mars, Mars. So many blessings. And then Grace, you are up and you wanted a general reading. Let's see here. All right. You know, you got the 2 of Pentacles here, which is all about these cycles in the outside world. And you have the 6 of Cups, which is one of my past life energy readings that's coming in here. Sometimes it means someone coming back from your past and with the cycles. It could be that too, with that this 2 of Pentacles is like cycles. It's like, well, are they back again? And I feel like, there's a kind of a dual message in that, there is someone that keeps coming back into your life and going away and coming back and going away. But it has to do with that there's this underlying energy below the surface of the Six of Cups, which means you have past lifetimes full of emotional connections that got inspired and sparked during this lifetime. But and that's why I feel like in some ways you feel you can't get rid of them. They were a twin flame in a past life. So we don't have one every single lifetime. In fact, it's pretty rare, more on the blue moon type of, once in a blue moon type of energy than a regular, cycle of choosing a twin flame. But you guys had that. In when we have a twin flame, it's like I always compare it to Jean-Claude Van Damme's Bloodsport, where there's two people in a ring and they wrap, you're tied together by this rope. You can't escape one another. And I feel like this is leftover energy from a past lifetime where they keep coming back and you feel like you can't get away from them. But if you do some sort of ritual, like with two candles, if you're wanting this person not to be around, you can, and you can just put like a string between and cut it or set it on fire. Just do it safely so you don't burn down your house. But light both candles and just allow this release and blow out their candle, and then that'll help with the separation if you don't want this cycle repeating. But if you want the cycle to repeat, then don't do anything. It'll keep repeating. All right. So that's what's coming in for you, Grace. Hopefully that makes sense. But many blessings to you. And then you are up. Is there someone for you in love? Let's take a look here. Is there someone? Well, yeah, there is. You got two major arcana coming in here. Yeah, the Wheel of Fortune, which does tell you that you're very happy with this fated love that's coming in here. There's just some work to be done before you guys are able to be drawn in together with the Devil card here. So the Devil card just represents the shaking and rattling of your cage of beliefs of supposed tos and shoulds and need tos and have tos and musts and all the stuff that we've been told all our lives that have ended up caging our heart. And so once we look at those things and question them and release those, that's what allows, that energy to fall away. Our love vibration goes higher. It comes in faster. The Wheel of Fortune starts to spin faster, and it draws you guys together faster too. So I do feel here, there is definitely someone for you in love, because of the fate's wheel coming up. You are fated to have a relationship in this lifetime. But, it is about not being a puppet to the Devil card energy here, like that is there, and you're releasing those strings so that you can just be open to what's coming in with all of that. So hopefully that resonates. That's what's coming in for you, so many blessings to you. All right, let me just move some more of these over here. Hang in there, everybody. We're getting there. We're getting there. Let me see how many we have here. Got those. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we got about 11 more left. So hang in there. We're getting close to the end. So hang in there a little longer. I'm just going to take a sip here myself. All right. And so Lexi Farron, thank you again for all your donations you made in the earlier session. And you had asked if we could ask here messages from your mom who has passed, just nothing in particular, just any advice or guidance. Absolutely, we can do that. And you made all those donations. So, I know you said that, oh, could I donate more? And you can. And I do have personal readings if you ever want to go deeper into things too. But I feel like the energy, I've got these angel guide oracle, and I feel like she's guiding me to these. So let's take a look here and see what message she has for you. General guidance. All right. Oh, no. She insisted on three. If three is an important number for you guys, no, you must shuffle three times. All right. All right. Was Mama a control freak? Just kidding, Mama. Don't hit me. All right. Beautiful. So she has manifestation. Beautiful energy here. I love that. And so she's letting you know that manifestation is the ability to bring our thoughts, our dreams, and our intentions into reality. Such an important thing for your life. And she's wanting to go like, okay, now I know how it works. I'm going to share it with you. It's like she's giving you like a whispering. I'm gonna give you this secret. The spiritual law of manifestation helps us create from deep within energies and experiences that lead us towards greater fulfillment and purpose. You are blessed to have received this angel card today, for it encourages you to recognize your power. You are a master of manifestation, and wherever you focus, or whenever you focus on something with loving thoughts and the best intentions, you bring that dream into reality. If you're working on bringing something to fruition at this time, whether that be a project, an opportunity, or even a miracle, this card lets you know that it is unfolding before your eyes. She's like, just open your eyes. I don't know why she's doing this. She's like, open your eyes. It's very important to stay elevated at this time and focus on positive energy, blessings, and the positive events that are happening around you as you are magnetizing even more blessings into your world. The extended message says she wants you to know that you are one with the universe at this time, and you have the ability to manifest incredible experiences and opportunities. You are being encouraged to understand that any new opportunities arising will allow you to step up and move forward in your life. Your energy is aligned with pure potential, and it's important to know that everything you focus on now is going to grow, adapt, expand in line with your energy field. Your angels are encouraging you to be open and receptive, and the universe is offering you the guidance, abundance, support, and healing you require based on your current situation. Recognize the incredible gifts and support that are available to you now. The power of the universe is within you. And of course, that she is with you too. I'm seeing someone that loved gardening, tomato plants are really standing out too, because she's talking about fruition and planting things. And she just has this gardening personality as well. But she was with you the moment she slipped out of her body. She was right by your side and all her loved ones. She doesn't have to share you with anyone. And she doesn't have to share herself with everyone else. She can be with every single loved one like she's 100% with each person. That's the power that we have. So she's with you. She hears you talk to her, and she is like, she whispers to you. You just have to kind of quiet yourself to hear from her even more clearly than you do already. But she's definitely there. So I love that for you. Right, Lexi. So that's what they have. Many blessings to you. And then May Hooper, you wanted a general reading. And you have here, yeah, you definitely have this movement of thought and belief and mindset. The Ten of Swords is this energy of just being sick and tired of trying to live up to everyone else, trying to please everyone, make them happy. And so, very serene, leaving behind things that don't serve you and moving forward. And here's the Knight of Swords to help you with that too. The knight is always on a quest. This knight is on a quest for the Ace of Swords, which helps you let go of these old thoughts and beliefs and mindsets that don't serve you anymore, freeing you from the grasp of these fears, all these thoughts and beliefs rooted in fear of losing love, failure, whatever it may be. And you're this freedom, there's this movement, you are connecting, you are, the 10 is an ending, which brings you the Ace of Swords. So there is this ending and beginning moving you up to, another place. And spiritual knowledge, spiritual awareness, and I like it for you. Very, very mentally freeing, but also mentally charging too. So I like it for you. So hopefully that helps right now for you, May. So see things from a different perspective, let go of the people pleasing and blah, blah, blah. And you're going to see a huge change for yourself too. Right. So that's what they have for you, May. So many blessings to you. And then Nelia Madero. So this is your free reading. You had donated for an early reading, so thank you for that. But here's your free one. And you want to know if do we see your daughter Jennifer's relationship with her boyfriend? Will they get married? We got Justice of the Peace here with the Justice card and the Five of Swords, which is some battling going back and forth, some conflict. They will get past this conflict. They're working out the differences between their, ways of looking at things, of, their own, I don't know, belief systems, and they have some that kind of, and they're working through it. They're working through it. They're working through it. And they will. I feel like there's this balancing that comes out, and with this justice card, which here in the United States, well, of course, the justice of the peace can marry people, and I feel like this is the energy that comes in that they will with all of that. So I like it. They just are working through their stuff. So if they argue, whatever, just go, okay, they're working stuff out, and that's what a relationship. What we do, right? We have differences, we talk them out, and we work them out, and then we continue. Or we're like, "Screw you, it's not worth it anymore, bye." But I don't feel like they give up. I feel like they work through their stuff. 5 is a number of change and transformation, so 5 of swords is that they're like, "Ugh, how can they think that way?" And they're like, "Oh, what do I think my way?" Well, good question. I've always believed that way. Why? I don't know. Why do you believe your way? I don't know. What way do we wanna believe together? I like it. All right, so that's what they have for you, Nelia. Many blessings to you. And then we got great courts. And you want to know any messages from the mighty emperor? Let's take a look here and see. What do we have here? All right. So we like this. We have the Ace of Cups. So they are growing their self-love, which allows them to fill up and overflow. And I like that because the more we turn inward and upward and we expand our self-love, the more we open up our ability to give and receive love to humans in our lives too. So I like that the Ace of Cups is coming in and they're letting you know I'm working on my self-love, so that we can give and receive great amounts of love to each other. Of course, you have to also have your filter open so you can also match that and heighten even more so your self love. And the 10 of Wands is this energy of endings and new beginnings that are coming in. And I feel like they're really super focusing their energies. It's like they've been having so many different things that they've been investing energy in, things that have been yelling, I'm important, and they're not. And they're saying, I'm urgent, and they are, but they're not important. And so they're really understanding that I don't have to do everything, and that there's some things that I'm like, well, you know what? Nothing's going to happen bad if I don't do that. I'm not going to invest energy in it. So they're really cutting corners on where they're investing all their energy so that they can have it to, invest in other important things in their life. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So I like this because I feel like there is this altering of how busy they are. They're realizing I'm existing and I want to be able to enjoy my life instead of just work 24/7, 7 days a week. So I like this. There's this ending and beginning coming up here, for you guys in a positive way. So I like it. Right? So that's their message for you, great courts. It's like patience. I'm getting there. Right. So much love to you. And up next, we got Mika Khan. Want to know how will your skincare business do? All right. So eventually it does do well here with the 10 of cups. That's joy, celebration, a great card to get. The death and rebirth card is the one that comes before it. So I feel like there is this rebirth, this, and I don't know if you have taken like someone else's business or someone else's business model or things like that. I feel like you're going to revamp it. Once you revamp it and make it your own, then the joy, then the abundance, then things do well with these cards here. But I feel like it needs to go through a rebirth because whatever it is that we're offering, it's like they're like, well, here's how you do it, and blah blah blah, and they have all this stuff, but you're like, that's not me, and it maybe not is going to give you the success that they say that it should, or if you developed it yourself and you're like, well, you know what, I'm gonna just do some little changes around some things to make it more all inclusive instead of I just feel like there's some changes that you make here with the death and rebirth card that do help things move forward and do well with that 10 of cups. So I like it for you. Just a little bit of revamping. I feel is coming in there. All right, so many blessings to you, Mika. And then we got Infinity. So, Infinity, thank you for your donation earlier. And this is your free reading. I want to know what's the energy between you and I think you were meaning the Virgo or someone named Murgo. Spirit knows who you are. All right. So I like this energy. We've got the Nine of Cups, which is like an emotional dream come true. And the Three of Pentacles, though, is this be stay true to the authentic you. Don't give up on the dream you want and settle. Really focus in on going on, I want this. And be true to you and stand up for you and don't, super compromise relationships and interactions with people. Compromise is necessary, but you don't have to over compromise and compromise things that are deal breakers for you and go, well, okay, I'll let that go. It's like you can let them know this is important to me. This is who I want to be, what I want to do, how I want things to unfold. And you can be true to you and not fear that it's going to freak them out or make them run away, because if it does make them run away, good, you're showing me who you are. You don't deserve me, bye. you know but otherwise it's good to be honest and fresh and just allow yourself you know to be true to you. Yeah, Nine of Cups. Boom. It just feels like a very emotionally enlightening type of relationship, dream come true type of energy. So that's what's coming in for that one, Infinity. So many blessings to you. And then Rhonda, you want to know what do you need to know coming up that you should know about? All right. We do have some hidden things here with the moon card, some hidden things that are going to be revealed. And the Three of Cups represents your spiritual posse and joy and celebration. But I feel like it's an important what you need to know is that you are supported, you are surrounded by a host of beings who love you unconditionally. They want to assist you. They're always behind you, waiting for us to ask of our own free will to do something and help us and do things in our life. And I feel like this is an important piece of this is ask, right? If you have questions, if you have needs, if you have concerns, ask of spirit, can you guide me with this? Can you show me this? Can you help me? And they definitely will make themselves and reveal things to you that you can know right now. Sometimes they'll say, well, that's kind of off limits for 10 more days. Then after 10 days, you have access. But right now, no, So sometimes we have that, but for the most part, it's like 99% of the time they're able to do things and help us or even alter things a certain way to where we have access to other things even if we don't have access to the thing we're looking for. But definitely ask spirit because there's a lot of hidden and unknown things that will be coming forward, but none of it matters when you have a support team like your spiritual posse on the other side, because together you guys can overcome and accomplish everything. And if it results in our death, they're gonna be there to help us go to the other side, right? They're like, "Come on, we're gonna go on a trip," you know? So not that you're gonna die, you please don't take it that way, but I'm just saying worst case scenario, and they're like, "Relax then, right? Because 'Cause you're not dying. We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna get through everything together." So I feel like choosing joy, choosing that connection to spirit will really make a difference for you right now. So that's what they have for you, Rhonda Rhonda. Many blessings to you. All right. And then Yanvi Gavandi, 27, you are up. And you want to know guidance for breaking your karmic cycle and a brand new start. Yeah, let's take a look here. Well, here is uh, the Ace of Wands, which is a brand new start, an ace, and the Emperor, who is stepping into your power. And I like this energy coming in here because the Emperor is Aries energy, which is the first sign in the zodiac, another representation of new beginnings, both fire energy coming in here too. So, first of all, karmic cycles. Karma, from what spirit has shared with me, isn't like what man has kind of defined it as. It's kind of morphed into a debt. It's like, you know, organized religion saying that God requires a sacrifice in order for you to be unconditionally loved. Wait a minute, unconditional love means no conditions. Why would he require sacrifice? Yeah, there's kind of some discrepancy there, right? Also, karmic debt, feels so much man-made of fear. Oh, we got this debt I have to work off or transform. Spirit has shown me it's like we're very curious beings. And so karma is about us wanting to see different sides of perspectives, different vantage points. Like if I'm a slave owner in one lifetime, in another lifetime, I want to be a slave, not to make up for karmic debt and blah, 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 or to balance out or this. I just want to go, okay, I've seen it from this point of view. I want to see it from this one. And then I want to see it from a townsperson who sees the slavery and doesn't feel they can do anything about it, but they witness it. And the spouse of the slave owner, the spouse of the slave, someone from a nation from afar. We want to be able to see all these different perspectives of things. And so when we have this belief that something's keeping me from it, something's destroying it, that the universe is like keeping me, that takes away our power. And that's like the creator and spirit's like, no, 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 you guys are so much more powerful than you've been taught to believe. And we're given a lot of human limiting belief systems to make us feel small. And it's okay to experience the smallness, but when we're ready, we can, like you said, you can have a new start and realize, okay, I did what I always did because I believed what I believed, but now I can change my belief and now I can have a different result. The king, or the emperor in this case, um, is this energy of deciding what I want, putting a plan together and putting fire on it. And you have the Ace of Wands, you have the fire to make things happen. And so when you're wanting a brand new start, it's totally within your power for you to make a brand new start. The only one that can stop you is you and your inner child. If our inner child's like, no, I'm too scared, it will put up force fields to keep us from things. So that, if you feel like this, something's keeping me from it, little inner child is in charge of the force field going, no, no, I feel unsafe. I feel out of control. Don't do that. Beep, beep, beep. I'm keeping them away. But if you look at those and you go back and look, I actually have a video on my main page in the playlists. If you click on my name, Bread is Zen Mystic Tarot, and you go to the top of the page, there's playlist, and one of them is Take 10 with Zen. It's episode 5 that talks about the Six of Pentacles. And this is about the balancing out of our worthiness of this feeling underneath that I have to do so much to deserve so little. But this is where that change comes in. I can have this fresh start, and through forgiveness and the things that talks about in the video, it's like a 10-minute video. You can bring that out of balance where you feel you have to give 1,000 love coins to get one back. You can bring it down to 1 to 1. The force fields drop, and that allows this fresh start, or allows you a new start. But what's holding you back are the stories in here and your, emotional inner child. So you definitely have that available for you, but there's no karmic debt or I'm stuck in a karmic cycle. If we're repeating patterns in different lifetimes and stuff, it's because we're All right, I'm going to repeat it, but I'm going to repeat the same experiment, but I'm going to alter this. Okay, I'm going to repeat the same experiment, but I'm going to alter this. It's us doing it. It's not we're at the whim of, you know, this cycle that I can't get off of. We are so powerful. And I feel like that's important for you to know too. Right. So that's what they have for you, Yanvi. So many blessings to you. Hopefully that helps. And then Vidi Jalan, you want some career guidance for me. All right. Yeah, you have the Nine of Pentacles here, which is stepping back like the hermit's journey, and you're with Spirit, who's the winged creature there. You're really evaluating and looking at yourselves and determining what is it that I want to do. You have the Queen of Cups too, which the Queen of Cups not only rules over cups, but she's given a second portion. She co-rolls with the king, but when she's given that second portion of cups, she becomes the master of emotion, but very empathic, very in tune to her emotions and her high heart. And with stepping away with this Nine of Pentacles being, with Spirit and with this Queen of Cups, which is like a lot like the High Priestess who goes into a High Priestess temple to reflect. I feel like they're saying here with your career, get in tune with your heart and find out what it is you want to do. I think I've talked to you about this, so if I have already, my apologies, but I'm going to say it again anyway. You got the Discover Your Dharma by Sahara Rose, a great book, but she has a website, I am sahararose.com, and she has a couple quizzes on there, one under Purpose tab and one under the Ayurveda tab for dosha quiz, and the other one under Purpose is the Dharma archetype quiz. And it gives you some information on how you want to share your love with the world, gives you some good stuff. And if you're interested in the book, great book. I'm not affiliated at all. I'm just a fan. She's so funny in the book and so real, and I love the perspectives that she gives. But it can help you like fine tune and really zero in on that, what you're wanting to do. What's your life purpose? Life purpose can be career. Career can be just job. A fancy way of talking about a job that I feel like I'm trapped in instead of like I'm existing instead of living, right? And I feel like with these cards coming in, Spirit saying, take a step back, dive deep in here and ask us and let us show you what your passion is and give you some guidance. But that website might help out too. All right. So that's what they have for you, VD. Many blessings to you. Then Johanna, you are up. Hello, hello. So you'll put your question here and yeah. Oh, no problem, man. You donate all the time. I really appreciate that. So thanks for your patience in getting to this one. You want to know, how does Jay feel about you? Let's take a look here. Ooh la la. A lot of passion. King of Wands and Ten of Wands. So because of the combination here, there is a lot of a passion, a lot of physical and energetic attraction towards you. But the King of Wands is someone who's very able to bridle their passions and not act on them. Whereas, like a Knight of Wands would be like a little horny chihuahua running around humping everyone's legs. This is, a lion who knows, the majesty and the importance of tempering those and not just, you know, being the town man whore or something. So there's this great energy that comes in with this, of um, there's a lot of passion there, but they're also willing to sit with it and see where things lead. Even with all this fiery energy, it's like normally they would be like gung ho and full forward, but I don't know, they're trying something new. That's funny about just being themselves and bridling themselves instead of go 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 and doing all those things. So it feels good. There's that attraction there. And yeah, we would like love. Oh, I want love at first sight. Do you believe in love at first sight, or should I walk by it again? Kind of a pickup line, right? It's like, well, you know, passion and attraction is important, and then love can come later and other things can come later, but I feel like this is all they have that they're able to offer right now. So that's what's coming in for you. All right, so many blessings to you. All right, And then the final reading I have here is for Carmel Damon. So hopefully I didn't miss anyone. I will here when I'm done. I'll put an order in which all the readings were completed, so you can find your reading more clearly. I will be back next Friday at 11 a.m. Mountain Time for additional free readings. In the meantime, I also have pick a cards, ton of other free content on my main page, and I offer personal readings, past life readings, love readings, life purpose readings, bunch of different readings. All those are listed in the description box of the video down below and my other services if you're interested as well. All right. So, Carmel, will DL and you ever are you ever going to be romantically connected in 2024? There is great possibilities. You got the Chariot card, which is the power of choice and movement and victory, and the Knight of Swords, which is another movement card with communication, but also about thoughts and beliefs and mindsets coming in here. So there is a lot of movement, and I do feel like that it's highly likely that you'll connect here because the Chariot, though, is the power of choice. There's a lot of possibilities, a lot of things that have to be figured out, one of which the Knight of Swords is questioning your thoughts and your beliefs and your mindsets about what a relationship is supposed to be romantically and who are they supposed to be and who am I supposed to be and how is it supposed to unfold and what is it not supposed to be, and really question those fears and those ways of looking at things because there is a great amount of clarity that can come in with all of those. All right. So that's what they have for you right now. Hopefully that helps a little bit. But thank you guys so much for all the thumbs up and all of your love and support and thirst for searching after spirit and wanting to hear from spirit. And so appreciative and so grateful. I feel honored that you guys trust me to connect for spirit for you. So, in the meantime, before I see you guys again, remember every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the mother and the father of all things, our creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, enjoy the rest of your day, your night, your week. Until I see you again, much love to you. Hang in there. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you soon.